Welcome back, everyone. This is act number 2, the 3 major acts in this game. So, here we go.
I'm scared. Oh my god.
After traveling for some time after you left Mayrin, the horse-drawn carriage actually cannot go any further. The dirt road that leads up to Vermeillon is actually overgrown where the horse and carriage cannot go any further. You notice that it's not just grass, it's overgrown with strange-looking wildflowers. All the trees have odd-looking mushrooms going up their sides. The tall grass is not a green, but it's a dark brown. It's late afternoon. It seems very quiet in this part of the woods. There's a strong smell of wet earth that fills the air, and there are shifts in the wind that make all of you uneasy when you exit the carriage. You can take a quick pic now. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, my hand was in the fucking way.
Get your finger out. My character's gonna speak up and say, y'all, this looks like a really friendly town. I'm so excited.
Yeah. When you get out of the carriage, all of you stand in this wooded area, and in the distance you see the shadows, the geometric shapes of what looks like buildings in a small village that have been overrun with vines and ivy and moss. Jandar, still inside the carriage, looks at all of you. Well, I need information on my brother's whereabouts, and you can tell in the look in his face, he looks very nervous. You notice small beads of sweat start going on top of his face. Your hired coins? My coins hired you, and I'd like you to go into Vermeillon and find out any information, a ledger, or anything on my brother's whereabouts. And from where I can see, there's no one in the town, so it doesn't look like it's going to be that much of a problem for the likes of all of you, he says.
Care to join
Where
us?
are you going?
I will stay here and document everything from the carriage. This is why I pay you handsomely.
I'm already handsome, so I could use the extra help anyway.
I like your attitude. I will wait here with the coachman when it's all said and done. You're more than welcome to come back and not partake, but then you'll lose half of your purse. Okay, it's very eerie and creepy on the outskirts of the town. You keep taking glimpses down. The road is all overgrown. It's about waist high in grass and weeds, and you see these buildings covered with moss and vines in the distance. Jandar gets in the carriage. May the gods watch over all of you. Any information is good information on my
I'm gonna say yeah.
whereabouts.
As you walk out.
And the door closes. All right, so now you guys are outside the village. You're about a good 100 yards away. I know the figures are right there, but
Where's the nearest piece of fungus?
I drive the cart into the village. See how he reacts. I was thinking that. Just be like, I was just gonna drive it a little further in, just to see how Jan reacts.
there are small mushrooms and fungus everywhere on the bases of trees. You also see wildflowers. Some are beautiful, some are ugly with spots, and it looks like they have like diseases on it.
Do we see the goblin? Do we see the guy's the goblin in sight?
Hold on. You pick the mushroom. It just falls off and fresh. Make a perception roll.
18.
Shit, you motherfucker.
3.
You guys really don't see this, but when you do that, you see spores slowly go up into the distance, and it's actually looks like it's going towards your face.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
And the spores dissipate. So, are we going to start heading into this town?
Can I see if I can see the goblin guy around?
Yeah, everything is so overgrown. Based on Lucas's story, yeah, it's probably bones are buried from his bones.
So we can mow like a path down, like cut weeds. So
Don't
we just
cut
walk the
anything.
way.
You can probably make it. It's rough terrain.
Well,
But
could you
you
throw?
can eventually go through rough terrain means it's going to be slower.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't you have that nectar? Maybe you could
But there's
throw it on the ground
There's
in the
like a
middle of the town.
lot of it everywhere. And I was gonna save
Probably
it for
save
some
it.
pretty flowers or something important.
Now, since you
Alright,
rolled that
well-
high roll with the nectar, you know that it can probably cover about a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius, okay.
I still.
I'm gonna I guess I'll pull out my dagger and I'll start hacking.
You know what helps? Fire. Firebolt. Just firebolt like a little path.
Okay, a path opens up towards the town, just past the tree
Alright,
line.
there we go.
Are we going forward?
Yeah.
Yep.
Down the path.
And do I see that oak tree that he was talking
Yeah, I'll
about?
explain to you what you see.
Alright.
Finally, after moving through your path,
Thank you.
stepping outside of the tree line of the woods, you enter and see a small abandoned village. It's overgrown with foliage. Vines, weeds, ivy everywhere. Windows have been completely shattered. The village is eerily quiet and gives off an unnatural warmth to it. Some of the homes are still standing, but most of them are laying in ruin. Leafless vines climb up the rotting walls, and some gnarled trees are also protruding through the middle of these houses. One tree in particular, the far end of this main road, catches your attention. A very large, dead oak tree. It seems very uneasy for all of you. In the distance near the oak tree, something does catch your attention. A very strong and powerful-looking stag, a male deer, about 200 yards up the road, starts coming from between two buildings and stops. Its massive head with its antlers straight up turn and look in your direction. It doesn't seem startled, but this stag has moss all on its back, all sorts of flowers on its antlers, and you do see moths and butterflies flying about its antlers.
Any mushrooms?
You can't tell from where you're at.
Can I see its eyes to see if it's like glazed over?
Make a perception roll on something like that's 18 or higher. What did you roll?
1.
Yeah, you can't tell. There's so much pollen in your eyes. You're getting more water, and you're doing this to your eyes. The stag suddenly looks over, pops up, and starts galloping and disappears between the houses in the distance.
I'm gonna follow that deer. I'm gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna be like, pretty animal, because I have low intelligence, and I'm just gonna go follow the deer.
All right, you're starting to head straight up.
Yeah, I'm following that deer.
So let's
Yeah,
move
we're in
for
annihilation
rough
now.
terrain. So 30,
Hell yeah.
15, 5, 10, 15. So everyone's gonna move up.
Yeah.
All right. So let's slide.
I'm gonna do my traditional stay back just a couple feet behind the group.
And I'm gonna have fun with
Everybody
low
at this
intelligence.
point, I'd like you to all to make a nature check, and this is a really high roll.
Okay.
I got a
It's a 22.
What? Oh shit.
non-natural 1.
Oh,
I got 2 minus 1.
Yeah, so you're screwed.
yeah.
You guys?
5. Ooh,
19. Are you fucking
30.
kidding me?
Yeah,
I got
22.
5.
I got 3.
I'm assuming I'm
What'd you get?
looking around
The
going.
number is a 20.
Yeah, it's me.
As everyone's looking and scanning the villages, you see the tortoise sort of putting his head up and closing his eyes and taking in the air. You smell pollen and pollen with the scent of spores. As you open your eyes, you see, they don't, spores slowly, like ghosts going from side to side throughout the streets, in and out of buildings. Spores everywhere. I need everyone, you're going to do this with advantage. Everyone's going to make a saving throw, a constitution saving throw, one at a time, please. We're going to start with him.
4.
Wow, dude. All right, you failed.
5.
You failed.
How does the saving throw work?
So if
7.
you're proficient in it, which you're not, you just add your constitution bonus.
So I got a 10.
No, that's not the number.
With my bonus.
You have advantage,
20.
of course. Natural or
Yeah,
dirty?
no, dirty.
Okay. Good, sir.
You said
11. Nope. And young lady? Wow.
10.
No. Wow.
And 2.
Everybody but you, while you're in the town of Vermeillon, you begin to sneeze and your eyes get all watery from the pollen and the spores everywhere. While you're in this town, everyone except for you gets -5 on all perception checks while in Vermeillon because of the overwhelming pollen and the spores in the air.
Yeah, Sheldon rips off a pant leg and turns it into a mask and wraps his face.
And at this juncture, you guys been in here so much it is expected. So that's what's going to happen. So any perception rolls for everybody else in this room is -5 on these rolls.
I don't have high perception anyways.
I can't roll.
For how long?
And while you're in Vermeillon.
Fantastic. Everything's gonna sneak up on us.
It's funny because that's what I worked. To
No,
make
we
my
got the
perception as high as
turtle.
possible.
We got the turtle. How can you see through all this pollen?
Nina,
Yeah.
to your left, at this house by this tree, you see a shadow of movement. It's not something that's natural, but you see it. And almost as if something's hiding behind a crate.
shoot with my bow.
You can't really. You just see a tree and some crates on the side of a building with all moss and leaves, some rubble.
I can't see the shit. I just know.
Unless you go closer, but you absolutely saw something over there. The rest of you notice that Nina is staring off into the distance, looking very suspicious.
Do you see something,
What do you
fellas?
see with your special elven eyes?
I think I saw something like behind that tree.
Which house?
All right, now I'm just gonna start walking towards the tree.
Okay.
I prepare my bow.
Anybody going with the bard?
Oh yeah, I have my dagger in hand ready to
He's
shoot.
going with the bard.
Follow.
We do need to go to the
Hey, I'm going over there.
I'm not gonna go with the bard. I'm gonna hang
So
back.
the turtle and the bard, they slowly start making a way.
I have my dagger
sorry, my
in
bad.
hand ready to shank someone.
There we go. The both of you guys start approaching the side of this house. You notice that the elf has what type of weapon do you have?
Longbow.
The elf has her hand on her longbow, looking very serious. Her eyes are watering from the pollen. Everyone's eyes are watering. As you approach the corner, you get to a crate, and there's nothing there.
False alarm!
Yeah, I don't see anything. I kicked the crate.
This is you, right? While the rest are over there and you're standing and you're wiping your eyes, you hear something that catches your attention to the house to your right.
Me? Or
To the right. You hear a child whispering.
Me
Hana,
too.
you.
I told you there were ghosts.
What is
I hear a kid.
it? Why are you screaming?
I'm scared.
She's scared, me too. Alright, he says this. You guys don't know what he's talking about.
Could I
But
hear
you
him?
swear there's a child.
Can I hear
walking
him?
in the
That
house.
can I
You
tell
hear him say that, yes. You hear that. You
I
guys all
told you
hear
there
him.
were ghosts, especially children. It always happens. I'm gonna say that out loud. I'm gonna just brag that I was right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, haunted villages, it happens.
Now this house it's abandoned, it's wrecked, the ceiling is caved in, there's rafters everywhere. You gonna go to a window?
You gotta cross my
Anybody gonna go with the
I'm gonna come
barbarian?
around.
This massive barbarian?
Well,
Okay.
did anything happen when he kicked the crate? Because if something happened, I'm staying. If something didn't happen, I'm leaving.
Didn't say anything happened.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. What weapon do you have?
I have a long sword and a crossbow.
Okay. You're at the ready, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You go over to the window, because you swear you hear a child inside there. You stop, you don't hear anything, but you listen again.
Are you there?
It sounds louder.
Name's not Brendan.
Okay, you hear the barbarian say that, you're like, what the hell?
Can I start following? I'm gonna go follow them as well.
As you're looking in there, you see no movement. The entire inside is completely overgrown. There's furniture and rafters. There's pieces of the roof have collapsed completely. There's nothing in there. There is a frame, yeah. But it's impassable. You can't go in there. There's so much debris. But you look, you see no child. You hear something down the street that catches your attention. You immediately turn. Now the rest of you see the archer quickly look, and it's coming from that colorful house right there. Yep. You still look inside, peering, and you think you're about to see something. Nothing. Okay, something's weird about this town. You guys all sense it and feel it.
I
So
think
you
it's
hear the help me
haunted.
coming from there.
Go towards it.
All right, start moving down the street. Anybody gonna go in with the archer?
Yeah.
I
follow
actually,
I'm
well, I was
making
gonna
my
say,
way.
I want to go into that house. Like, I just want to walk
1, 2,
inside.
3.
They're impassable.
We can't.
You can't.
There's vines on it.
So,
that are
Oh,
How
yes,
far can
yes.
I move for my turn?
I'm gonna say,
Get me up with these people.
I'll tell you, guys, go up to this point, all of you right now.
Okay.
All right, so we start
Can
moving
you,
on.
can you move my? Yeah, I'm going.
Where
with
is your
you.
character?
with the group.
Can you move the turtle and the little stabby stab? Yeah.
I traditionally gonna stay 10 foot behind the people in front.
Okay. As you guys slowly make your way forward, you, between these two houses, see a little boy and a little girl peering out at you from the shadows.
I'm just gonna stare at them, try and make eye contact, like lock eyes.
Make an insight roll.
I know it's 17.
You do. Your eyes start tearing up as you're trying to remain visual contact. Wipe your eyes from the sweat, and you open your eyes. And the two kids are gone.
I was just about to run outside of the
So there are some ghost children here,
Those children.
but I'm sure that's not a surprise.
I was gonna say, can I try like getting on my lute and singing a lullaby to see if they'll kind of like come out? Because I'm thinking we may be able to talk
Absolutely.
to them. Okay.
Make the roll. 10 or higher. You,
I'll touch you and give you
17
guidance.
plus 5, so
Wow.
20 something.
you start playing the lute. In the distance, you hear the elk, but something does not like that lute. You guys hear a screech. You can't pinpoint where it is, but something did not like the music.
Do any of the children come out or no?
Nothing. You guys. So, let's move everybody up closer now to the color house.
That was fucking suspenseful.
I know.
No, I'm still like
cool, I'm
legitimately scared. Like
go-
Brain annihilation. This is gonna be great.
my
We're gonna have a
character's
dog,
quite
a
literally
bear
shaking
screaming in our face.
in his
I'm gonna
boots.
be
Stay
wonderful.
10 behind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see stuff. We can't.
Moving up, Nina, to your right, you see shadows moving between these two buildings. This particular building looks like it's well intact, as you can probably go inside, as does that. But the shadows to you, slowly on the ground, start making their way outward. None of the other players notice it, and the shadows look like skeletal hands moving across the grass, coming towards the party.
I yell at the party that something's coming, and I want to take a shot at it.
And what are you shooting?
My bow, my longbow.
As you, even before the words reach your ears, you hear the sound of an arrow leaving the bow. Your arrow goes straight towards this shadow. It recedes back between the buildings and disappears. The rest of you guys just see the female elf standing there with the hands out, looking all nervous. At this point, all the water and tears are going down your face. You're all sweating because of the intense humidity here. But you're the only one who's keeping your composure and head space.
We're mad.
So there are two buildings of interest, one to the left and one to the right. The color ones are the ones that you think you can probably go inside.
That's it. We try and go in a building.
Before we go,
Of course.
how many? 3. I'm gonna cast bless on 3 of my members.
Okay.
That will be Kit, the other fighter, right? He's a rogue. Oh, definitely you. Bless
Nina the
you.
rogue, Conrad the barbarian.
Kit and
You bless yourself.
I don't need that.
Yeah, probably Nina.
Let's the
Yeah,
barbarian.
yeah.
Also the barbarian.
Get the sneak attack off.
All right. And you guys know what bless does?
No. So what bless does is it gives you 1d4 to your attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
So
So I'll roll that on top of whatever.
yeah, if there's some
Okay.
type of saving throw or combat, you're gonna get some more points. So she's hooking you up. She's like,
Can you put this on me, please? On the blue.
Thank you.
to the left, there's the building that you see. It's a vine-covered shop, and it displays a sign that features a wizard's wand that's crossing over a blacksmith's hammer. The sign is partially covered in vines. It has colorful mushrooms all around it. It hangs crookedly on a rusted hook and slowly rocks back and forth to a wind that none of you feel. The main door is missing to this building. From where you stand, though, the shop's interior appears dark, but you can enter it. You see moths going into the building, but disappearing into the darkness within. Let's do perception rolls at this point.
Yeah,
Everyone's negative
I'm
5.
Whoever owned this seems like a very fun guy. As you see.
I got a 9.
Anybody gets 16?
No, with the -5. Well, it's -5 plus 1. No.
I'm 11
No.
with the
11.
-5. I'm
No.
11.
13. I got
Sucks for
13.
you, dude. And so no one got 16.
Did you see
Didn't
it?
roll well, so.
Oh my
What? That's
god.
not normal.
Something is very suspicious and creepy about that building. It makes the hair on your necks begin to stand. And you all of you are very nervous of the unknown that's in that building.
Well, how does the other colorful building look?
You look over at this building. It's the front door of a stonemason's workshop, and it's gaped wide open. From where you see, the door seems to be lying at the base of the entranceway. It's all covered in brown grass. The roof is actually caved in, and the remnants for any type of furniture from where you're at, looking in, the furniture is all covered in moss. There's probably more, but you got to go into the building and go closer to it.
All right.
I want to go into the wand one.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah? How does that sound, Irvin?
This one or that one?
That one.
Yeah, that's the one I want to go to too.
Yeah.
It's a creepy one, but yeah, we'll go.
They're both creepy. It's
so
a
when
creepy
the
place.
creature who didn't like the music, did it seem like it wanted to come towards us? Or was it seeming like it was heading
You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. And with your -5s and your perception,
All we heard was a screech.
that's right.
I'm gonna say, because if it wants to stay away, I could just be
Alright,
playing a little
so
tune.
when they go in, I'm gonna kind of just watch the area while they go in.
Okay. Conrad, as you move up,
Doing my
you
natural
start
barbarian.
hearing this child again. And now the child's voice seems to be carrying over towards the graveyard at the end of the road. Conrad, you gonna stay with the group?
Shake my head a little bit. Keep my head where I'm at.
All right, everybody at this door, make an investigation roll, please.
Hey, I'm good at that one.
Not one.
Oh,
You're
wait a
so
minute.
excited.
Nat 1!
Oh my god.
You know what? I always heard ghost
17?
stories
One.
as a kid.
Another
I'm so
nat
excited. We're just clueless.
I got a 17.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yay, someone.
Anybody else get over 16?
No.
All right. As the rest of the party's sizing up this doorway, you notice that several rusted hinges on the sides of the door. Average person wouldn't see this, but you picked up on it. It appears they're mangled, as the door was actually visibly pulled off. You notice on the ground, covered in tall grass, is the remnants of the main door. Looking down at it, you see old claw marks, dozens of them inside the door, on the door surface.
Like the inside of the house?
You can't tell if it's inside or outside.
Okay.
You can't tell. So, you see the fighter just standing, looking at the ground, sort of doing one of these, gang poses. And
Do you see something over there? I'm just so excited to be here, man. I heard so much about ghost stories. Can't wait to write one myself.
Yeah, I tell them that I see it looks like somebody broke into this house. Maybe an animal or something.
Like a beast breaking and entering.
I'm a beast.
Like we're about to do.
Breaking and entering.
No,
We're adventuring.
We're not breaking. We're just
if you do not answer, I assume we have permission to enter.
there's creaking sounds coming from inside the house.
Oh,
It's an old house.
maybe some.
I'm getting my dagger out and I'm ready to shank something if it comes out that door. I just gotta hold out and I'm ready to.
Sounds of doors and wooden movement and stuff inside that.
Conrad, is the door unlocked?
There's
there's
door.
no doors on
Doors
the
down.
Going in.
Oh shit.
Conrad's going in.
Yeah,
All
weapon in
right, I'll
hand.
follow.
Oh, can I?
The axe is
I was
ready to
gonna
go.
say, can I
Can
read?
you guys just in a
quick
line to
inspire?
show me the order of who goes in and who's last?
I'm gonna say in the back, but can I inspire the barbarian?
I would like to go
before he
third.
goes in, or
How
no?
are you going to do that?
I'm gonna.
Fertile? I'll do a third.
I got my warhammer out.
So I was gonna
Yeah,
recite.
Smash.
Smash.
I'm gonna recite a little poem for him.
Back. Awesome.
Kid smash.
She gave you bardic inspiration on that.
Yep.
Who's last?
I'm standing out watching, covering our butts.
I'm
what are
the
you
last
holding in
one
your hands?
The bow. I'm just
Yeah,
looking
I'm like-
for those
No,
creepy
he's-
I'm
hands
scared
again.
to last.
Oh, you're staying out?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna be right
I'm
next to you,
watching
kind of in the back.
this area.
As I'm, looking
making sure.
As they're
people are-
filing and moving in, Nina, down the road past this giant oak tree, an old oak tree, there's a large multi-story house. From there, you also hear a woman screaming.
I hold my ground.
Oh, okay.
I don't get
Sure, I
brought
mean,
in.
you got it in a bow and arrow. You want to break?
Nina, is everything okay?
Somebody's screaming over there, but I don't see anything yet.
Yeah. There's a lot of
I think
screaming here.
we should each investigate the single thing that we hear and separate. Move and
I like it.
check out. Check out anything
Don't
that
divide
you
the party.
hear.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should do.
Conrad, you start going in. It's not as dark as you would think, but you see a thick layer of dust covers most of the entire interior of this building. There's actually a forge that sits dormant in the far corner, and a blacksmith anvil and an empty trough lie next to it. On the opposite side of this room, there are two workbenches with stools, and there is a doorway in the rear that exposes an impassable storage room. It's completely cluttered with fallen rafters and debris from a roof, and vines spilling outward like skeletal hands. Other sections of this roof are decayed, and you see some of the sky. Make an investigation roll from where you stand.
You have guidance all over your face.
That's you said investigation?
Yes, you need a 13.
What is investigation?
You also have inspiration
You have
as well.
inspiration.
Inspiration and bless.
They make it.
Okay. You can't find anything of interest. The rest of you guys, you see Conrad standing there with his massive frame holding his weapon. He's looking around, but he's not going forward, and you really can't see anything.
Is there any vines next to it?
There are vines on the wall,
like my
leafless
son.
vines.
Chop one of the vines.
It falls to the ground in pieces. Nothing else happens. Anybody else gonna go in?
I'm gonna go in.
I'm
Curiosity's got
going
me
in. I'm hanging back with the cleric, and we're
moving
going
towards
in
that
very
house.
last.
What are your intentions when you guys go in?
I look around for anything like it had like a wand and a hammer, so
Yes.
I'm looking around for something like magical.
Okay,
Or
make an investigation roll. You two, please.
I was gonna say what I'm kind of looking for is I've definitely heard a lot of
Alright.
stories and stuff. So I was gonna see if there's any signs of like the stereotypical things you'd hear in a ghost story around.
21.
What?
I'm smart.
You're not affected by the spores and the pollen that's going around. And in the corner on the floor, there's a square or an indentation where there is no grass growing. It almost to you looks like if it's a false panel to the floor. You don't see anything particular.
I open it. I try to open it.
Okay, you're gonna go. I need a strength check from you.
Oh, I'm not good.
But you can.
I got a
really
negative
good
1,
if
baby.
You just believe in
Oh,
yourself.
that's a 17.
Okay. I have guidance.
Old
Very
man,
good.
old dad strength.
Awesome.
Grandpa strength.
You reach down and open up this rusty thing. You lift it up and you pop it up. The rest of you see Sheldon. You see the back of this giant turtle squatting down, and there's a glow of light that pops up from this hole. You sort of take a step back as this levitating round shield starts floating up in front of you. And the rest of you see this, and the whole area lights up. And as it levitates, it slowly bounces, and it comes close to your face. And almost as if it has a personality of itself, it turns from you and faces the rest of the party and starts moving jaggedly around you as if it's trying to protect you. This is an animated shield you found, my friend. It's worth 50 gold pieces, and it's a round shield, but it has intertwining serpents on the surface of the shield. It gives you a +1 to your AC, and it levitates and flies around you when there's combat involved, and so your hands are free. So it's a shield that you don't have to hold.
That's real cool.
It's
It
not.
protects you.
You can still use a two-handed weapon.
Yes.
Awesome.
You also notice a leather satchel inside the bottom of that hole you opened up. Grabbing it?
Yeah.
Okay, and looking inside, you find 3 dried insect legs.
3 dried insect legs.
Yep.
Do I recognize what insect they're from?
Make a nature check, please.
Okay. +5. 22.
Grasshopper legs. 3 grasshopper legs.
Right? Yeah, the gay dye works.
Nina, since you're still outside, to the tree behind you, you swear you see something shining in the grass at the base of that tree. Make an investigation roll. You need a high number, so
What sucks is the investigation roll.
it's intelligence.
Yeah, and I don't have much of that.
You need a,
You can get a nat 20.
Hey,
Okay.
this dice doesn't roll high.
you go over to investigate, and whatever was shining, glimmering, is no longer there. So, okay. You that are inside, you guys find nothing else of interest in this building. The rest of you guys are still outside.
Is there anything next to the end though? Besides the empty trough.
Just debris, weeds,
Hey guys, I
grass.
found this cool shield.
And you guys all see the shield, and like magic, the shield quickly locks onto your back, and leather straps go around your arms magically. So now he has his shell with a shield on its back.
That's like a double shell.
You wrote that down in your inventory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's nothing else of value in this building, but there is another building across the road. Let's march.
Chop chop.
All right. So let's
Yep,
move
I'm
our
walking.
figures over there. Nina, once again, you hear now coming from the main house a woman.
Can I see anything moving anywhere?
Make a perception roll, -5.
4 to 9.
That'll be 4. Yeah, you can't. Your eyes are too
Well, I've got
watered.
+5 also, so I'm
14.
Oh, so it would wipe it out. Yeah.
Cancels it out.
Cancel out. So yeah, you needed a 15.
okay.
You look up there, you just can't because there's so much pollen. Your eyes are all teary-eyed. You really, but you hear voices coming from in that part of the somewhere in that large building down the road. Who's the first person at this house?
Not me.
I'll be first.
All right. Do you have a weapon in your hand?
Yeah, I have my work hammer.
Okay. Looking inside, you notice that there are black gravestones used in a cemetery. Slabs of granite also laying in moss and fungi. There are rusting carving tools hanging from walls throughout this building, and leafless vines going up and down the walls. There's a hammer and chisel that also lays on the ground next to a half-finished headstone, and it reads, Kit's story ended once she entered the mine. Year 1045, at least Kit didn't die alone. May she, and then you just see it stops.
Okay.
So this is a shop that was used to make headstones for a graveyard.
Why's it got my name on it?
You hear Kit saying this to herself.
Whoa, somebody else has the same name as you. What a coincidence.
What year is it?
You look. You don't see anything on the tombstone.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just a
Yeah.
gravestone.
Kit is white as a ghost. You see it clear as day.
Yeah.
Kid, it's a trick of the mind. Don't worry.
She hasn't even told anybody. She's staring at it.
I don't. Yeah, it's just like.
What's on there? Are you okay?
Once again, you hear a screech, but you just can't pinpoint where that screech is coming from. Let's see. Nothing else of real value in this house. I'm not gonna have you guys waste your time.
What time is it?
It's late afternoon. There's an overcast, gray sky. So we're moving up.
Yep.
All right. Ahead of the road to the left, you see a graveyard. In front of the graveyard is a large, old, dead oak tree. Beyond that oak tree is a multi-story home. It's a nicer-looking home compared to all the rest. There is a path to the right of that home going up towards the mountain, and there's a large sign with writings on in front of that path. Where would you guys like to go?
I say we go to the cemetery and do the sunflowers before we forget.
We're gonna go all the way around. We'll start with you. What would you like to do?
I want to go look for the pendant in the tree.
Okay. And what are you gonna do?
I want to also look at
So move you two guys up to the
And I
tree.
switched to, I put my sword away, my bow away, and I grab my blade.
Fucker. Okay. What are you?
I'm gonna go towards cemetery.
I put your character in front of the cemetery.
Yeah.
You can put me.
Also, not in the cemetery, in
go to the
front, in
cemetery?
front,
Excuse,
like
sorry.
right
You
outside.
want to
Yeah.
go there too?
Yeah, I have
And
sunflowers.
Sheldon,
If
what are
we're
you doing?
splitting, I say we evenly split. At
Just,
least.
we're not gonna. Don't go too
Ah,
far.
yeah, let's- You want to go to the mayor's house? Where is that at? That's past the tree.
No, don't go too far.
You two,
Thank you.
Let's go. I got you.
you two pick one of these tickets. Let's not split. Okay, let's
I'll
not-
go to the oak tree.
All right, so put your character at the oak tree. Where are you going, son? To the theory.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna
At
start
least
with.
we
Holler if anything happens.
Oh,
No, we're gonna scream. Scream.
Whatever I'm going to roll, it's going to
You
be like a
let a
5.
feminine scream.
All right.
Like a
So-
big barbarian.
The three at the oak tree.
I'm gonna go to the restroom while you do that.
A bare tree actually stands before you. It's old, leafless, dying. It's in the front lawn of a very large, multi-story home. On the west side of the tree, about 8 feet up, is a large hollowed knot. The knot actually resembles a screaming skull. The hollow tree's cavity is also, from what you can tell, is leaves that are all filled up and spilling out of it. Nutshells lie all around this old tree. Mushrooms dot and go all the way up the sides of this dead tree. It's the only living thing you can see. And its gnarled branches actually reach towards the sky like a skeletal hand reaching towards prey. So, people at the tree, what would you like to do?
Reach my hand inside the hole.
It's about 8 feet up.
8 foot high.
I climb on his back.
What?
Hey.
No, I'm an elf.
I'm pretty sturdy. I got like a
Alright, so
turtle.
we're gonna go up.
I just like to say that I was the first one to go by the tree, so I get first dibs.
Alright.
Yeah.
You want to stick your hand
First
inside
dibs?
first?
Well, I'm gonna see
It's
if
a
I can
creepy
climb it.
looking tree. It's
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it is a very creepy looking
yeah.
tree.
Can I climb it?
Make a dexterity saving throw, which is for you to be 10 or higher.
13.
Oh, yeah.
Finally did it.
The elf scales up this tree. The mushrooms, you almost swear that they're alive. You think they're slowly pulsating as if they're breathing. Maybe it's an illusion. finally climb up, and in front of you is what looks like a carved face of a skull screaming, but the mouth is the hole. You see beetles crawling all on the inside and tons of dead leaves, and it goes in about a good 2 feet.
2 feet.
What do you see up there?
I was like, I see a hole. I describe what I see, and I poke my rapier at it.
All right, make an investigation roll.
Man,
He just climbed the tree.
I got everything investigation, and I'm also for perception.
She's using her sword poking inside this hole.
13.
Nice.
What you need. You hear the sound of something unnaturally hard and loose inside the bottom of all the leaves. There's a shine of light and it dissipates.
Can I scoop it up with my rapier?
That is going to be. Let's do an investigation roll, and you're going to need 14. Yeah, you try and you can't. You feel you're lifting it up, and it just keeps falling. I mean, the only possible way is to reach in and grab it.
Can you get me one of those beetles?
Huh?
Can you get me one of those beetles?
Make a nature check for the beetles.
13.
These are harmless beetles that you've seen in the past. Just their main food are dead trees.
So I scoop out just a bit, put along some beetles, flip them on the ground.
For you at the bottom, you just see dead leaves and insects falling down like it's snowing. As you clear it up, there's a glow inside this cavity inside of the tree. You see a beautiful platinum pendant threaded with a leather necklace,
Alright,
and there's etching on it.
I'm gonna try to. Wow, I can detect traps?
Make a perception roll. You think it's safe?
Alright, I'm reaching for it.
Okay. You reach in and you grab it. You feel a warmth, a nice warmth, overtake your body. As you see Nina up in the tree, she extracts her hand. There's a glow, a bright glow coming from her, similar to what your shield gave off, and your face lights up. There's etching on it, and it's a beautiful pendant, and the etching reads, "To Lorna, 2 friends, 2 hearts, 1 love, Lucas." The wearer of this pendant gets a +1 on all saving throws.
So down to you.
Okay.
Alright, write that down. You're gonna have a what's it called? A magic pendant +1 on all saving throws.
I dig around there.
Nothing else in there about it.
Alright. I come down.
Alright, so now we're gonna switch scenes. Those at the graveyard.
If I kept it, I wouldn't give it back to the guy. I know, I'm like, no,
We didn't find it.
I'll let somebody else.
It's good. It's good.
have
Knowing
that.
yourself is good.
Guilty.
Yeah. No,
The 3 of you. Unlike the rest of this town that is hot and humid, as you get closer to the graveyard, it gives off a chill. The temperature actually drops about a good 20 degrees. Each of you see frost coming from your breath as you're breathing. The cries of the dead float in the wind from this graveyard. There's a crooked wrought iron archway in this entrance, and it's dilapidated graveyard trying to protect it. It's all covered in weeds and overgrown grass. The walls that surround this graveyard have now crumbled, and the headstones, they sit on really odd angles. The cries are slowly getting to you. Fireflies gently move about this graveyard, and occasionally reflecting off of the tombstones and the leaves and foliage. A soft breeze brushes past your ears as something unnatural is trying to communicate with you, cleric. So, 3 of you standing there, you're pretty nervous.
You said that, but I was going to ask if I sensed any undead around me, and how many.
You sense no undead. None. So,
But something trying to communicate with me?
you think, yeah, like a breeze, and you swear you hear whispers.
Well, I'm gonna search around the graveyard to find the,
Grave? Con, what are you gonna do?
Follow around.
And you, what are you going to do?
I'm kind of just gonna stand in the middle, and like, do I hear any whispers or no?
Yes, you do. From behind you to your right, you hear a woman in a house in distress. You swear you see movement as you look up at one of the windows, and the windows are all shattered, and you see vines up the sides and ivy spilling into the house. but you swear there was movement in that window, second floor window.
Guys, the house has movement over there.
It's okay. Don't pay it any mind.
Alright.
Okay, you both go in to the cemetery. Let's make investigation rolls, please.
Oh, I went into the movie. I'm like, but like at the very
In there?
front. Yeah, I walked in, but I'm
Make
second,
an investigation roll too, please.
3. Actually, 1. Not that. It's not that one.
Come on, save us.
I got 0.
You guys, the three of you are looking actively within this graveyard, trying to find the gravestone for Lorna. Your eyes are so watery and teary-eyed. The three of you are having a difficult time doing so.
You have bardic inspiration, but it's not going to help with
How
negative
many
1.
gravestones are there?
It looks about maybe a good 15 to 20 gravestones.
Let's put our 12 out. We'll get it on a 48% chance.
That's true. Give each grave a sunflower.
All right, and since you three make perception rolls, 1, 2, 3, 3, please.
-5.
-5. I'm looking for 14.
That's 12.
Nat 20! Where is it? There we go. Huzzah!
Does that count?
Nat 20. Okay.
Got a 16.
As you're wiping the tears from your eyes, you see dozens and dozens of these small, reddish brown mushrooms that have roots that look like veins attached to all the tombstones, and the veiny roots are going down deep into the ground.
I'm gonna look close and touch one like this.
They retract and get smaller when you do so. And your finger falls off. Anybody else can do something stupid like that? See how they retract, they almost get smaller. When you pull your finger back, it gets larger again.
I'm gonna squish it.
And it goes in, it's very soft.
Very interesting mushrooms.
All right.
these are.
The three of you and you, Turtle, you guys are going towards the graveyard. You're
We
going
need
to the house.
help over here. We need help.
You sure?
So
Yeah.
The house is interesting.
how far is the
We'll
tree
go
from the
there.
graveyard
We'll
to the
go
house?
Yeah, you can, roughly, you're going to say about 40 yards away from the graveyard
So
and about
that's
20
within-
yards from the house.
That's within good bow range
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
I could continue up the rest of the way up the tree to perch myself so I can cover anybody.
All right, what I'm gonna, since you've done that, I'm gonna give you advantage on any shots you take. If something suspicious happens, you shoot. That means you roll 2 20-sided dice. So the rest of you, so Turtle and
So,
you.
do you wanna go to the graveyard, or do you wanna go to the
I want to go to the graveyard.
Okay.
All right, so both you guys going into the graveyard. What you see is both Conrad and Conrad and Fletcher wiping their eyes from tears. But you see the cleric, she's sort of squatting down and she has her hands on the tombstone, analyzing and trying to study the readings, the words that are on it. You both make investigation rolls.
Which one's Larna's?
We're trying to find that.
15.
Yo, I'm just in this graveyard.
15.
9.
Okay. You, again, you're not affected by any of the problems. You actually see a tombstone in the distance, and there's an engraving. As you get closer and look, and the engraving reads, Lorna Grosvenor, beloved by Lucas, forever my heart, my soul, my everything.
This one's Larna's.
What does it say?
It's some lovey-dovey shit with Lucas.
I'm gonna walk over to him since I have the sunflowers.
So
We're
you're going to
not
go over
digging
to
up the
them,
grave.
and you're going to place the flowers down. Okay. You gently place the flowers down on top of the grave.
Does that mean mushrooms have roots that look like veins?
She does.
I know.
So,
I'm looking at mushrooms.
exactly the way I described it. You kind of pull it from the ground with your hand. You yank it out, it shrivels up, and it dies almost like a raisin in your hands.
I want to sketch a little image of the grave with the flowers that I'd like to see from a distance with my watery eyes.
You're crying.
It's a watercolor. Abstract.
When you place the flowers down and you sort of back away,
I'm gonna say
at that moment, all of you hear the sound of a crashing noise coming from the north side of the graveyard. You all head spin around. You pop your head up. There is a large cart that appears to be by itself, and that's where the noise came from. And this cart has some type of white tarp over it.
I'm going towards the cart. I'm like, looks interesting. And I'm just.
All Alright, put your character over by the cart. Anybody else following the bard?
I grab my bow and I get ready to shoot something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
That was
Do you want me to make an invest?
Hold on, make everyone give a chance to see what they're gonna do.
Everybody wants to go? Does anybody want to see that?
I'm up in the tree.
I know you're up in the tree.
I'm going.
I know.
I'm not going over there.
You're not going over there? Are you gonna stay within eye shot?
I'm going by the tree.
You want to go hang out with the smart kids?
You're
by the tree?
barbaric.
Actually, take those off.
We're not blessed anymore.
No.
Doesn't last that long.
Now, the road heading northwest of this
Thank you.
the graveyard is also overgrown with weeds, and you notice this cart as you get closer in the middle of this road that's impassable beyond where the cart
I'll
is.
do it again later.
There is pollen all over this white tarp, and it almost gives it a chartreuse green color. There's tall grass and weeds and wildflowers surrounding this damaged cart, and you hear faint whispers coming from the area, but you can't actually pinpoint where it's at. Let's do perception rolls.
Okay, maybe I'll get another nap.
One.
3.
No.
Let me do some math. The math major should know. 13.
Nope,
17.
of course. Conrad?
And rainbow die, baby.
Oh, that's
I
right. You
would
stand
have
right there.
been,
I forgot.
yeah, I would have had an 18 if I didn't, have the -5,
Sheldon, you do, the whispers sound like they're coming from the tall grass all around all of you.
The gate's moving.
Okay, yeah. There's creepy whispers. It's pretty in line with what I expected from this town.
Can I try taking off the coat? Or peeking under
What
the
are you going to do it
coat?
with?
I said I just want to peek under the coat.
You're going to lift it up with your hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lift up the tarp. You notice there are boxes and barrels and trunks that are all been ripped apart. The rest of you are at the cart as the bard lifts it up. Pollen goes up and starts settling all over the bard. You guys see this? The bard doesn't notice this. Besides boxes and barrels and destroyed carts, there are also containers inside there, and there's actually some spoiled meats. You see rolls of fabric, and there's also a wooden box with a red cross symbol
I'm
on
gonna
it.
open it.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
And disadvantage, two dice, yep. And the number you have to
Oh my
use
God.
is 12.
Here, I'll just. Oh no! Six is the lowest.
You see the bard standing, getting old, wheezy, and you just collapse. Your hit points is 0. The bard just gets knocked out unconscious and falls straight to the ground. Perfect. Your character is a male or a female?
Male.
A male. You see his pale skin, almost like life force was sucked right out of the bard. You just black out completely.
I'm gonna run over.
Okay.
Pull out my healer skin.
All right.
And you have 4 points.
All right, so she's healing you as you get up. The rest of you, the tarp has been actually pulled back
Oh, wait,
as she
no.
fell. So you see these items in the cart, the people who are there.
8 points.
8.
Oh, shit.
8, 4 plus 8, or just.
No, just 8 total.
Are you?
I guess I'll
Yep.
open this one with the cross.
I'm almost
She
like a full.
She fell. The clerk ran to her.
Did she
Him.
open the box?
No.
Okay.
She just looked at the tarp. All the
Okay.
pollen just flew up and covered her completely. Him completely.
Okay.
So what-
I'll open.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay. Open it.
I'm gonna take a step back so I don't get affected.
Nope.
So I can save someone.
All right,
You're
so
with us.
you're standing next to the
was under
turtle.
the tarp,
I'd like
so
you
it's
to
not
do is to
covered in
make
spores.
a nature
Okay.
check. As you start looking at the side of the box, you see scratches and stuff on it.
I'm stepping back. I'm a little bit scared of it now, so I'm backing up a little bit.
Yeah, you can't make out those scratches. Maybe it's part of an ugly design. You just can't figure out what's going on, whether it's safe or not, but you just can't read it. You grab this box. There is a red cross, and it's covered with pollen and dust. And it's about maybe 3 inches by 3 inches.
Okay. I try to open it in a way that doesn't get me covered.
Very
in
cautiously.
pollen.
Okay. It opens up, and inside you find. You see 6 vials of a sparkling blue liquid. Those are 6 healing potions that you find in this cart. 6 healing potions.
Hey, you're.
Looks like there's 6 of us.
And it is 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
So you have 6 of them. You can distribute it if you like.
Hey, everyone, here's a potion, and I give it to everyone.
Sweet.
And I'm like, oh, the tree
you're
people.
welcome.
Yeah, we'll walk over when we get meet up. I'll give you a
And
potion.
Kit,
Yeah.
as you shake off your horrible perception in regards to trying to figure out what was the marks on that box,
Right.
You see between two crates on the cart a very large plump mushroom. It's like a brown with a bunch of red spots. It has large roots that stick out of the stems on the side and below, 2 thick roots, and then they branch out to even smaller roots. And it's about maybe a good 4 inches in size.
Take my warhammer and I smash it.
Okay. You pick it up, and you just splat, and you crush it. Okay. You get startled, and you sort of look back. You see some of the mushroom bile, the juices, land on some of the lapel and the outfit of this fighter, and you guys make eye contact.
That's a choice.
Weird flex, but okay.
And there's nothing else of value in this cart. However, from where you guys are at, there remains one other place you might want to go look at.
Take us there, the house.
You all hear it now coming from that house.
Y'all, I think we should.
Now you have a choice. There's a house and there's a road with a sign going off to the distance towards the bottom. Towards the mountain.
don't think it would hurt to look in the house.
Yeah, let's look in the house. I'm interested.
Yeah, but the house that says help
Someone
me.
needs help.
Yeah, we gotta flesh out
Okay.
Help you out of the tree.
the story that your song's gonna
Shoot
be
from the
about.
window. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna come down out of the tree.
I give everyone the potion, so everyone has one.
Everyone put potion down.
Yep.
1d4 plus 2.
Yep.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4
All right,
plus
so we're all going to the house, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a really quick break, and then I'm going to set up the next piece. So take your figures off, please remove them. Thank you. All right, Walter.
These 20s out. These are not working.
I think they're doing good. I'm getting.
All right, it's
I'm gonna go on another sec.
Let's try blue.
5 or 6.
6.
There you go.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
I
just
said
before you
I'll
go
run
in,
it as long as 2
I'm going to give you a little
always
description
right.
of what the house looks like in detail.
Just talk to me.
This grand multi-story brick house has fallen prey over the elements of time in this village. But it looks a little better than most of the other homes here. It remains standing. The doors actually in the front are standing upward and they're closed. Heavy wooden doors are both flanked by dark windows that have all been shattered. And there are multiple chimneys throughout this structure. It's all choked with vines and weeds. The masonry of these chimneys on the outside have all been crushed, and all the vines and weeds appear as if they were all forcing their way down into the chimneys. Some of the, also you notice there, throughout the house on the exterior, there's all these different type of diverse mushrooms, from floor to the ceiling. Mushrooms the size of your thumbnail, mushrooms the size of a wheel. Different colors and shapes. You've never seen such stuff like that before in the past.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna yell inside.
Leaderboard.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna yell inside. Hello!
Okay, as you get close to the door, you think voices of a child and a mother inside the house.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was
Lower that down as she is.
just
Then, in my deep voice, Leovorn.
Okay, and are you grabbing the doors and opening it again?
Yeah.
They're open, right? That's what I'm yelling. Sound retarded.
Oh God, this isn't gonna go well.
What's your constitution?
My constitution, it's plus 3. 16.
16?
Yep.
Okay, you go to open it, and this time you see that same type of pollen,
And I
and you
dodge?
actually step back from it, and it settles down at the floor. You open up the doorway, and we're going into the house.
I learned my lesson
Make sure
last.
you watch yourself.
Hey, I'm great over here. Call me Tony,
Somebody's
because
gonna be
I'm
done
great.
All right, so here we go.
Those fours, 3 fours in a
You know
row.
what am I?
famous tabaxi.
He's rolled 3 fours in a
Yes, you
row.
did.
I think I'm good.
All right, you got it out your
We're
way?
playing against a wet
Huh?
tiger?
Yeah, that
I guess
was a lot
that
of
rolls out of the way. Yeah.
Don't roll
Like, your
again.
stripes are great.
Guys, when the door opens up and you were going in first, you see that dust covers everything in this wide hallway. There's more thief and cloaks to your left hanging on some hooks on the wall. To the left and right, inside the middle of this house, are different hallways that branch off to different rooms. At the far end of this master hallway is a stairwell that goes up to a second level. There is weeds and grass and trees going and branches all throughout this house in this part. There's a heavy smell of ivy within this house that you don't smell from the outside. What would you guys like to do? Now there's a room to your right, a room to your left, and 2 more large rooms.
I'm gonna call her name.
Okay, what did you say?
Mayor Leoborn. Hello.
We're here
Upstairs. You hear that upstairs on the second level. All of you guys hear that.
I said we go upstairs, y'all. What's the worst thing that can happen?
I'd rather,
You can die again.
I'd rather not something like come behind us in one of these
Yes,
like
we
rooms
really need
and
to should check out down here.
then murder us or you all. I'm immortal.
See you,
Shall we go 3 and 3?
Have fun if you don't die once.
Good idea.
3 wide. Come on, Turtle.
All right.
All right, which room are you gonna go to first?
I'm in the back.
Who's our okay,
Right.
So who is coming with me?
Let's go right.
I want to
I'll go with you.
Okay, right.
3 and 3.
Ladies.
Split the party. Come on, Turtle.
Alright.
Well, no, I'm just hiding behind
going
them.
with you guys.
I'm going with you. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hiding
yeah.
behind you.
Okay, so us 3 and then 3.
Oops.
Good luck, y'all.
I mean, it's not that far. Just scream if something.
All right, let's start with the turtle and move that piece up the way, please. Let's see, is that the right one?
Tread lightly, you big son of a
No,
bitch.
I weigh 700 pounds.
I don't. Stay out of it.
That is impossible.
In this room, it's like a parlor.
Can
It's
I ride
empty,
you?
except for 4 wingback chairs you guys
That's
see
fine.
to the left wall.
I just want to sit on your back and.
In the right-hand corner, you do see there's a window, and it's choked with vines. There's also a fireplace that dominates that southeast corner. Vines have spilled completely from outside into this room, climbing up the walls, over the ceilings. It almost looks like they're slowly spreading, but you're not too sure. The people who enter that room, make a history check, please.
Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's you?
Yeah.
Oh, finally. That's what you needed.
3
is
4s
16
in
or
a
higher.
row.
I should have. Too bad I wasn't like doing a.
21.
15.
Oh, look at. Well, no, you didn't.
We're smart.
Based on your experience in politics, this is an area, it's a waiting area where people would want to wait to speak with a politician. Okay? Make an investigation roll, the 3.
Nice.
This
I
is
got one more 17 on backup.
23.
But I'll be back
Wow.
to the 4s.
There you go.
Okay.
All in it. He's killing it, man.
You see Conrad rubbing his eyes. Both of you immediately pick up on, looks like claw marks from the ground leading to the window as if something was being dragged and pulled out the house.
Did you do that?
At the base,
I have claws, but I literally just walked into this building.
At the base of the window, you see a small hand axe with black feathers, and the hand axe is covered with some very thin vines, and it's embedded in the windowsill. And there's black feathers that are all like decrepit, pieces have fallen off.
Look at.
I checked the room for any type of trap or danger.
Making a perception roll, please. Or investigation. Oh shit, there he is. You find no traps in this room except for the claw marks that were dragged out. Looks like someone's dragged out to the window, and embedded in the window frame is a small hand axe, a crude-looking hand axe with black feathers, maybe a raven's feathers.
Maybe David.
Make a survival check, both you guys. Oh, your eyes are fucked up.
I'll survive
Straight
anyway.
+0. That's a 7.
Nope. Conrad?
21.
No shit. What about you? Make a roll.
Oh.
This is survival. Wisdom. Oh shit.
17.
Both of you,
Back and forth now.
in your time in battles and meeting other races in the battlefield, that axe is something similar that goblins would use. But there's nothing else in that room.
Magical.
No, it's just a regular, crude-looking axe that a goblin would use. All right, this next group.
Can't believe all the good rolls are used for that.
But you survived.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, in this room,
The door is over here.
Yeah, the door's over there.
Is the door open?
Yeah, the door opens up.
Okay.
It's safe. Yeah, you go around.
Wow.
I just checked it.
This sure looks pretty.
Okay. Immediately, you see chairs that are arranged, and they're in rows, and they seem to be facing in the southeast corner. It looks to be a dilapidated podium covered in moss and fungus. Some wildflowers are also going up the sides. There is a sideboard that sits to the left side of the room, and a bookcase filled with all sorts of old, dusty books that have seen better time. There's a brick fireplace that occupies the southeast corner. Vines are spilling out of the fireplace's hearth into the room. The 3 of you went into this room. Please make investigation rolls as you're looking and scanning.
We're at 19.
Nice.
17 plus 1. Oh, minus 1, 16.
two things you both notice. First, you see carcasses of rats, skeletonized rats, and they seem to be picked clean. You notice lots of teeth marks. And there has to be at least 20 to 24 of these rat skeletons scattered about the ground amongst the dead leaves.
I was right. It is Vermin City. I'm gonna say that.
Both you also notice a chunk of raw platinum sitting on one of the shelves where the books are at.
I'm gonna take it. Take the platinum.
It's fine.
Okay.
Take platinum.
You reach and grab the platinum. It's worth 25 gold pieces. All right. And at this point, there's nothing else of value in that.
Can I search the bookshelf for any information about the brother?
Absolutely. Make an investigation.
I'll touch you for guidance.
Oh, I got 17. You're good.
You find an old ledger that documents meetings that the mayor had with people. The paper is yellow, it's falling apart as you look, but there's nothing else in there that gives you what you're looking for.
Okay.
All right, so the next group, where would you like to go?
I try to clean off the axe and then take it.
All right, you take it, and it is so crude, it's not even sharp anymore. It's just like almost like a tiny little club at this point. All right, put crude axe on your inventory.
All right.
All right. Where is the next place you guys would like to go to?
Which room you guys?
Up, you can go up the stairs or try to do it from the rooms.
Wait for everyone to go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't go running up the stairs. Buddy.
Yeah, I was going to, but I was like,
that one?
nah.
Okay.
I'm very tempted. I was just like, sneak
Okay.
up the stairs.
My bard is dumb, but not that dumb. Okay.
This room, you see, it appears to be a dining room. There's a large rectangular table. There's 8 chairs. There's a sideboard that sits on the far wall. It's all dusty, and there's dishes that are all covered with dust and mold and mildew. There's also a fireplace in the far corner, and it's overrun with foliage like the other one. This obviously looks like a room that was probably used for dinner parties and gatherings to eat and stuff. The vines spilling out of the chimney, going up the walls, again resemble skeletal fingers. And people in that room make an investigation roll, please.
Son of a bitch.
15.
We need a 12 or higher.
I got a 12.
12 and 15. What did you get? Oh, you can't see shit.
Allergies.
As your eyes scan the room, between the floorboards, you notice dozens and dozens of human teeth in the ground. The average person looking in the room wouldn't see it, but since you both picked up on it, dozens of teeth, old teeth, yellow and all different sizes.
All right. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, there's teeth, guys.
Teeth.
This is it's not a good place. Yeah.
Did teeth?
No.
Got a beak.
Turtles don't have teeth.
Got beaks.
Okay. There's nothing else of value in that room. Okay. Next group. What would you like to do?
Here?
Let's
Yeah.
move out the
Go in
way.
that room.
You see there's a round table with 4 chairs that sit around it. Pollen and vines cover all the windows in this room. All the glass has been completely shattered. The fireplace itself is in crumbles. And like the rest of the house, vines and ivy are all spilling out of the fireplace and making their way through the walls and the ceiling of this room. There is, however, a framed portrait of a woman tilted hanging on the right-hand wall.
I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. Fix it. Some pollen and dust falls to the side.
Of course it is.
Of course it does.
Yeet.
No, you're fine. You sort of move back with your experience. And you
I've seen it enough.
You saw me drop down, yeah?
Both you, the 3 of you, please make a history check.
Yeah.
17.
Perfect.
I always like to come teeth.
5.
More.
You're picking
Actually,
up?
nope, it's 7.
Awesome.
Sorry.
The person in this painting, this woman, she looks very similar. She almost looks like Astra, the florist. You do notice that in the painting, she has her hands crossed like this. She's wearing a cream-colored coat and a pale green scarf. Her hair is dark and it's pulled up. One thing catches your attention, though, in the painting is a painting of a platinum ring that looks like a snow blossom, and it's on her hand.
What do you see? I'm looking at the same thing. I don't see anything.
It's the lady. It's the mom. She's got a ring on.
Oh, with the ring.
Yeah.
I remember.
Is it the mom?
It's the mom. Or maybe it's her.
No, was it? Oh yeah, it was the mom.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's old, so it could be.
But you guys
Do we?
remember?
Well, I figure, I don't know. Do
I
we
guess I
want to
never
roll
told them
to
my
see if we
theory.
realize that?
No.
Is there anything else?
Wow, I
nothing else of value in
my
this
mom
room.
when she
Well,
was
let's go
funny.
I
upstairs.
think the old flower lady is the.
I think so too.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna make our way
I can see
upstairs
that.
now?
I can see that. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Alright, let's move all the pieces
Are
up
you
there.
gonna tell us that
You don't need-
theory
it's not a huge
as
break.
we walk up the stairs?
Can you-
You guys invite me to look at the picture.
What?
You guys
Well, yeah, but you could
We
just.
traveled
Alright,
in the cart for
we get
40
together with the
minutes.
group and I tell the group
gonna explain
that
to
I
you
found
the
the
picture.
teeth on the ground. You tell me about the picture. I tell you my theory that that's not our daughter, but that's actually the lady because the explosion was 40 years ago, and she's saying she was a child, and she's not a child because there's no way an elf could be that old and be a child in 40 years.
Yeah,
I think she's the mayor.
that makes sense.
What do you think she wants us here?
Well, she's a half. Yeah, well, she's a half.
Maybe they send people here to sacrifice if no one ever
she
comes back.
sacrificed her sight for weird arcane power.
Maybe they need souls to keep the group from the blackness from leaving the town.
Yeah,
Because we're only 40 minutes away by horse.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
So
Good
keep our
theory.
guards up.
Let's put your figures. Show me the line that you guys are in, please. First to last.
Hey,
Going up
I'm gonna be close to the
I'm going
last,
first this time.
but I'm gonna go
Who's
close
going
to the
first?
end.
Yeah, my little person. I'm gonna be like stealthy though.
Better luck going first.
I'm gonna be right behind him.
Don't send the
Who
tank.
wants to be after that?
I'll go after that.
But I'm
Okay.
sneaking. I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm
You would be
doing
attack,
stealth.
right?
I'll be in like the back, the middle back.
Put her in front of me.
The stairs start creaking to the point where most of you feel like can collapse and shatter, and you can go through. So you're very careful as you walk up these stairs.
700.
Yeah, turtles are heavy as shit.
As you ascend this stairwell, you notice moss and mushrooms are actually clinging to the railings and the banisters and up the walls. There's an open landing above you as it goes up even further. And at the top level, whoever's in the front, those two characters, you guys immediately see that the entire ground of the second level is covered with dead leaves. The floorboards on the floor, you see weeds and flowers coming through. And there are 4 closed doors that lie before you, and a large entranceway to a room at the south wall. So, what would you
Again, 3 and 3.
We're kind of six here.
We're in the big part. This is the.
I'm gonna
this is
stay up
second
against the
floor.
wall, and I'm gonna like shuffle, and just make sure like I'm not
Well, that-
stepping through a hole.
You just
guys
look
like?
you
The
went
door,
in
there's
a
a door
room.
here, there's a door there.
Whoops! Oh, I'm right here.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
it's
bad.
there.
I say we don't split.
Yeah, I'm
is this the
shuffling
last
over
floor? Is there another
to
floor?
here.
Is this
Okay,
the last floor?
and the rest of the party, who's next?
Stairs.
Wait, is this the last floor?
I'm gonna
Yes.
go with him.
I'm gonna say, y'all, everything bad happens on the second floor from past experience, so please, we should not split up on this floor.
All right.
Alright, stay
Sounds
with
good.
Yep.
Alright, what would you guys like
Do
to
we
do?
want to go to this room?
Yeah, let's go to that
I
way.
have my weapons in my hand, not the bow, but the blades.
Yeah, I got my warhammer out.
I kind of got my dagger
open
ready
up the
to
door?
shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bed.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it.
What's your gender preference?
I'm a girl, and you're a girl too, so.
Well, what's your preference? I didn't ask what you
Okay.
were.
Turtles.
I tried to.
me.
Man, I didn't realize it was so hot.
Who's got it? Who's that? That's you?
Yeah, Nina's at the door.
Alright, Nina, you open the door.
You good over there, Turtle?
Yeah.
Actually, you know.
Make some weird noises.
This room holds nothing from where you're at, but you see a bed and some debris in the collapsed chimney. There are plants and wildflowers that have spilled out from the chimney across the floor. There's a cold air that comes from a hole in the ceiling and brushes past you. The leaves in the room slowly move as if they're alive. It's almost mesmerizing. There is, however, a heavy sadness to this room. And the rest of you guys, you see Nina standing and staring into this room. Where you're at, you see no threats.
I go and jump on the bed.
Okay? You make a dexterity, so when we make it a roll, you jump on the bed and dust flies upward. Oh my goodness. And you don't because you fall on the ground.
Is it that one?
Slipped. Yikes.
All right, that's
Jumping on the bed
one.
would be safe.
So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go in and search around.
Okay, make an investigation roll. Put your character in there by the doorway.
Oh, I got a 7.
You have nothing else, no bonuses or pluses.
No.
All right. You need no. You look around the room. You don't see anything of value. A bard. What would you like to do, Fletcher?
Yeah. I'm
Oh my
I'm gonna look over. Is there a desk?
You can't tell from where you're at, but there is another room that's open with no doors, and you see several chairs. It looks like shelves.
I'm not splitting the body. I'm gonna go into the room. I'm gonna see if I see anything.
Investigation roll, Bard. Put your character there, please.
Ooh, 4.
Yeah, you can't see shit either.
Y'all, there ain't nothing in
Sheldon.
I'm gonna go look in the room too.
Okay, you go in. Make your investigation roll, please.
All right, +5. 21.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome, bro. In the room, Sheldon, as you scan, you see a dilapidated room, nothing of value, but in the corner of your eye, on the sill of the doorway, you see height markings carved, and there's a name written that says Astra on the side. But there's nothing else of value in this room, guys.
Oh, yeah. Look. Here's the height.
Conrad, what would you like to do next?
My house is just like a big chunk in the wall.
Go to that door.
There's no kids.
This is the door?
Yep.
How many kids do you have?
Okay, so I have 4 children.
We go
Actually, no,
as a pair.
It's a turtle. You probably have like 400.
It's a lot. It's like 13. I have 13 kids. 13 kids.
13 they kept in contact.
And
You can open
yeah, that's true. 13 kids that came back.
Take that
How
piece
many
of
grandkids?
48 grandkids.
Do you only care about one then?
I minor illusion, just portraits of all my grandchildren. Here's Reynard. Here's Reginald. Here's Percival. Oh, but Bella, she's the one who wants to go to Bardic College.
Guys,
Conrad.
We're over here.
Conrad, this bedroom, when you open it up, it's dusty, and there's pollen moving around this bedroom. As the pollen begins to set from you opening up the door, you see there's a large chest made of dark wood and a desk in the other side of the room.
2 seconds.
can I move over there? If you see him move.
The sheets of blanket are covered with a light dusting of green pollen, and they're all moth-eaten. A single pillow lies on the ground, surrounded by all sorts of small mushrooms.
The pillow doesn't have anything on it?
Just pollen and mushrooms. And you go into the room and check, or
Yeah.
okay, move your character in, make an investigation roll.
Alright. 10 plus 3.
To meet it. You glance under the bed and you see something long, about a good 24 inches long, wrapped in very old cloth.
Gonna pull it out.
All right, you pull it out. You gonna look at it or just?
No, I'm gonna slowly open it.
And an alien hits on your face and just
Yes,
skull
good.
you. Undoing it, you see a very intricate-looking bow. Make a nature check. I mean, history check. History. And 10 or higher.
I gave you guidance.
Doesn't count. I don't know where it's from.
Okay, yeah, you don't, but it's very elegant looking. There's also these 2 of these arrows that are beautiful. They're gold, and the tips are made of glass and almost sparkles with a very light. It emits a very soft light from the arrowheads. Since you have no idea what these 2 things are. Who's behind him?
Me.
You see him holding what looks like a very long arrow. You can
Let me
make
see.
a history check, please.
19.
That is a very elegant elf bow. And the arrows that you see there, you remember those from your studies of magical items. These 2 arrows are called arrows of blinding. They do typical 1d6 damage, but they explode in a flash of light. And any creatures or people that are near that explosion in that adjacent squares, they are all blinded for 1d4 rounds. So.
Hey, Nina.
Yeah?
Come here, look at this.
Oh, I'm looking under the bed.
Okay. I'll
Alright.
hold it for you.
Okay.
Can I go over
There's
to?
nothing else in that room,
I
by
was
the
gonna
way.
say, can I go over to the that Baron?
Yeah.
Can I see if I see anything on the desk?
Yeah, you do, and just to sake of time, in that room, there's nothing else of value in that room.
Oh well, I'm just gonna say, are there any papers on the desk that say anything, any names?
No. But there is a large room that looks like a small library to the southeast, and there are 2 more doors.
Okay, I say we do the doors.
Hey, Nina. Look at this bow.
Wow.
It's an elven bow.
All right.
4 silver for it.
You move to the next one. Who's going in first?
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll go in first.
What arrows of blindness?
Where you want to go in there or want to go in here?
In there.
You guys
Go into the library.
The library?
This one.
This is the library?
It's a elven
We
longbow
think it's a
or short
library.
bow?
Longbow. Right?
That's what I use.
Longbow. Yeah.
Does
2
any-
bolts are 2 arrows of blindness.
Who wants to go first? Does anyone
I will go first.
go first?
All right. Open that door.
Yeah.
So I think Astra was
who
her
opens it?
child.
Me.
Immediately, you're met by the smell of decayed flesh and flowers in this room. From
Yo,
where
this
you-
is a dead body.
From where you stand, you clearly see a decayed body that's been lying there probably for decades, and it's covered in mushrooms and massive leaves and vein-like ivy all around it. The body's head is actually split completely open with a massive bulbous fungal that had grown out of this head. The body itself, the only resemblance of a face is the jaw hanging and its rotting tongue to the side. It's a sad-looking image of this person.
My character's probably definitely gonna gag a little bit and be like, "Yo, there's a dead body in
Is
here."
it a child or an adult?
It looks to be an adult. You also notice that
A ring on the finger?
make an investigation.
14.
You look and you see no rings on the fingers because I'm going to describe the rest of it. There's some point about the hands. The hands, wooden bark has coagulated on this body's hands, right? All the vines building up on top of it. It almost makes the hands invisible, or as if this person was being held down by the wood, but you can't see any fingers whatsoever. There is a massive gaping hole in the chest cavity, wide open, with all these wildflowers and mushrooms and vines all spilling out. Whoever this person is, or was, they suffered dearly. This was a horrible, horrible death. Beetles move around and fly about this room, and there's a sense of pity and anguish that goes down everybody's spine.
I'm gonna take a sunflower and lay it on top of that person.
And you look at this body, and it's been here for years, and it's just a horrible sight. Even the face with the giant bulb of a fungus, almost like a giant pineapple, just rips the skull in half. But you place it down, and nothing happens.
Can I try and chip away at like the wood on the
That's
hands
for my
and see
own
if I can
self.
find a
That's
ring?
for myself.
You doing it, it's a very hard, petrified wood, and it's just, you're not seeing any ring. You're just scraping pieces off, and it's nothing. It makes you uncomfortable because it's almost like she's desecrating a dead body. You're the cleric, right?
Yeah,
So if you want to stop.
yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
No more scratching.
I was just trying to see the ring.
There, as far as sake of time, there's absolutely nothing else of value in that room other than this poor person that was just destroyed. All right.
Who's at the front door?
It's fine,
That-
I open
yep.
it, no problem.
There's a double bed that sits beneath the windows of the far wall. There's a fireplace that occupies the corner and a window that overlooks the front yards. The walls and the floor of this room are covered in moss and strange plants, and there are several beetles fluttering about this dreary room. This appears to be a master bedroom.
I jump on the bed.
Yeah.
Make a dexterity roll.
Yeah. So graceful.
Oh my god, this time he rolled a 1!
Good, man.
I need you to take a 20-sided dice. I want you to roll it. 10 and under, you're going to take blunt damage. You roll a 5! Roll a 1d4. And that's how much damage you take. 4 points of bludgeoning damage! You fall and you hear a crack in the side of your rib, and you know you hurt really bad. So subtract 4 from your health, please.
Is there anything under the bed?
No. In this room, scattered about, you see piles of letters near a fireplace mantle. These letters seem to be beseeching the neighboring town of Mayrin for help.
Fletcher has some paper in here. Wanna go look at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it. Can I see if there's any name in the room? Can I see like carved on anything?
Make an investigation roll.
Who's the smartest person in our group?
It's probably me.
Yeah.
I'm like probably the dumbest.
Book smart.
15.
You actually look on, there's a journal, and in the front of the journal it says Mayor Vorn.
I found a journal that has the mayor's name on it, y'all. Can I look through it?
Yes.
Okay.
Opening it up, the passages are primarily of meetings and other politics, nothing important until you get to the last page, and it reads, the journal discusses a disaster at the mine, and the village's anguish and so many victims who died inside. In the mayor's handwriting, she recounts rescue efforts trying to save people the following days, and how they had to actually stop the search due to fear of cave-ins. She writes of the villagers that have gone missing in the night, men, women, and children, and the helpless cries she hears in the middle of the night. The last few pages, the mayor speaks of nightmares she's having of some creeping terror. And the last words that you read are, Mr. Barrister dug too deep. Something within the mind. It must be stopped, or it will spread throughout the lands. The answer is within the cursed mine. That's all it is.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them that, but is there any mention of Astra, like in the journal anywhere
No.
about her child?
Nope.
No mentions of her at all?
Nope, the only Astra you saw was carved on the side of the doorway.
Nothing. Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
want to draw a little sketch of the body
Okay?
and keep carrying with.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, y'all, this journal says that, the guy, the guy's brother dug a little bit too deep in that mine, and, that the answer to whatever's going on is in that mine. But I say we check out that last room and just in case there's some cool shit in there.
Got any healing magic available?
I do.
Yay!
I'll break out my healer. Okay. 6.
You want some point for that?
Nice.
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're all meeting. I say we check out the last room and then go, just in case there's something cool in there. Or a warning.
Alright. So, nothing else of value in that room. You have one room left. This looks like some type of library.
Here we go. I'm gonna jump on the chair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch you for guidance.
Roll for jumping.
You do jump on the chair of this room, and it appears to be of a library. The shelves are filled with books. There are 4 wing-back chairs, and there's a panoramic view of the front of this house in the main street where you can actually see the tops of this old oak tree. Vines and other foliage have spilled into the room from the outside, and the books seem unlegible. They're covered with mold. Nothing else of importance. But, however, on the desk is a folded letter.
I'm gonna open.
Who's going in?
Yeah, I'll go and open that letter. Yeah,
So who would like to go in first?
I will.
Okay. You reach up and you find this letter.
Yeah.
Pass that down.
I'm gonna read it out loud.
Let's go about the room.
There's a little bit of blood on here, but I'm gonna try my best. Where to start? Could this be the answer? Spores from the mine, these things from my dreams in the shadows, plants, creatures consuming my village and our people. Am I crazy? I'm gonna say probably. In my dreams I see these shapes moving from my village to the planet mine. These creatures taking my people, our children, into that mine. Since they only creep about in the dark, my guess is they're subterranean. I ain't too smart. I think that's what it says. These things are possibly sensitive to bright light, but what if I'm wrong? My elvish arrows of
Turn that down a little bit.
Gorleon should help if it's true.
Gorleon will help with it.
Gorleon? I don't know. I'm gonna pass him.
He gave it to our wise turtle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to
He will decode this message.
Oh, my elvish arrows of Corlon. Corlon, the elvish god.
I can't read too well.
He's a pretty decent god.
Conrad,
He cut off
where
someone's
you're
left
at,
arm.
who's next to you right there?
Me and my non-intelligence.
You both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From where you both are at, you hear creaking sounds that catch your attention at the bottom of the stairwell. And you hear shuffling, sort of like something's moving up the stairs.
I'm gonna go to the stairs and look down.
Yeah, go with them.
So
Are
who
you
all
guys
has night
walking
vision?
away?
Yeah, I'm going.
I heard something.
Let me look at.
I don't, but I pretend that I do. 'Cause
So
I'm
far,
kind of an elf.
this town has been creepy, but there's been no threats. However, when you both sort of peer over the side, a very tall, humanoid figure stands in the stairwell, looking upward at you. It's about 7 to 8 feet tall, very thin. This humanoid creature is covered in blisters, mushrooms, and moss. Its long skeletal arms are outstretched, attempting to reach at something. As for its head appears to have been split open. A massive fungal leaf grows outward from its face. Its bottom teeth are gashing and shaking. It drools from its mouth, and its head and arms are moving, contorting like a marionette. Strange sounds are coming from this creature, very similar to that of a bat.
Hey guys, go time.
I'm gonna stay kind of behind, but I'm gonna go over to them.
All right.
You guys all hear this now, coming from the top of the stairs. This creature doesn't have any eyes, and it's sort of sensing and looking at the top of the stairs. It's slowly taking steps upward.
Can I use my acrobatics to jump behind it?
I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to roll for initiative.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe if it doesn't hear us.
13.
15.
Wait, hold on.
Don't turn on me now, Rainbow Die.
What'd you get? Oh no.
Alright, anybody get 15 to 20?
I got a 13.
You got an 18.
15 to 20. 18. 18?
I got
You get that in
15.
your next mod to the initiative roll.
Okay,
I got 15.
you got 15?
So I got 4.
Anybody get 10 to 15?
I got a total 13.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys are low.
Hit.
9.
Who wants inspiration?
Actually.
Probably to the barbarian.
Smash.
And the lily's a 9, right? Sheldon
I know.
4. Like,
and Conrad.
18.
Oh, you're Nina, what did you get?
13.
Oh, Nina, sorry. 13. This is the order of combat. Conrad, Fletcher, Kit, this creature, Lily, Nina, and Sheldon.
Kit got a 4.
Yeah, I got 4.
How did you get a 4?
That's what I got.
Okay, so then Kit moves up.
Yeah, with me.
So
Nina got a 14.
Nina is higher. I'm sorry.
I got a
That's okay.
Okay, so Nina's third. So Conrad, Fletcher, Nina, this creature, Lily, Sheldon, and Kit. Conrad, what would you like to do? Now, is it friend or foe? What are you planning to do?
It looks terrifying.
Because it's terrifying.
It's foe. I'm gonna rage.
Okay. That's one, right?
I waited ready my action.
You ready? Okay. And what do you plan to do? If it gets close?
Crack it up.
All right. Fletcher, you're up. What would you like to
I'm
do?
gonna do something stupid, but not too
Now, you
stupid.
can't see from where you're at, but you
Okay,
will see the
yeah.
two main fighters looking and getting into defensive stances over the
How
bombers.
where's this? What's each one? Is it normal?
So this would be like 10.
Okay, it's 10. It's okay. So I'm assuming if I move here, I can see this creature now, right?
It's down the
Is
stairs.
there a
Down
railing?
the
Is that a railing or a wall?
When it
That
comes
looks like a
up,
railing.
you'll see
Is that a railing or a wall? Can I
That
see
is a
down?
railing. That is a railing, yeah.
Then can I
Partial wall.
see? Can I see the creature then? It's up there.
Yes, you can see the top of the head.
I'm gonna be like, this guy doesn't look too friendly, but maybe I can change that. And I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't know what you are. You look quite pretty. I really like your flowers. By any chance, could we peacefully pass? We promise we won't hurt you at all. And then I'm gonna wink. And that's my.
Okay, make a persuasion roll.
Alright, guys. I wanna get us out of here.
I'm gonna kill it.
Nat 20.
What? That's
It's not too
I
stupid.
understand the problem.
You know?
This creature stops for a few seconds
But I
and
got
it's
nothing.
looking up around, trying to figure out the voice. It's not looking as aggressive, and that's when it stops. So, you two, whatever actions you're gonna get advantage because of slowing this creature down.
I got-
Nina,
Oh, for bonus action, I can inspire. I'm gonna inspire the
So,
barbarian.
is it possible for me to get behind it?
that would be a crazy dexterity roll because mind you, the stairs also go down there. So I'll let you do it, and it's a cold dexterity roll, so it'll be a disadvantage.
Okay, so that means I roll 2?
Yep, and you can do
I
12 or
can't
higher.
believe
You miss and you fall. Right in front of this creature at the stairs.
Good job.
She's lying prone. You're lying prone right now. Anything else? Any bonus actions or anything like that?
Dude, I don't understand all the
You could
battles.
attack. Okay, you could attack. That was your movement. You jumped over.
Okay, but it's
But,
not a
so
surprise.
you could attack, but you'll be at disadvantage because you're lying prone.
Okay, I'm gonna attack because I have my 2 blades.
Okay. You're gonna
So,
roll both.
this is for the first blade?
Yep.
So you take the lower.
11.
Alright.
Your blade hits the creature
Plus
in
5.
16.
Okay, so the first blade hits. And the damage is 10.
Okay. And what did you roll as your first roll? With disadvantage. Okay. So
Yeah,
you
that-
pick the lower. 11 plus what?
Plus 5.
Plus a 16. That is a hit. And you roll how much damage?
10.
Awesome.
We're rolling.
Alright, the second roll.
Fantastic. I
Yeah,
can't
good.
believe my second
Second one. So it's a 15.
That's That's a hit.
And the damage is 11.
Wow. This creature is very bloody.
Oh my God.
The elf from her back is just slicing and dicing. Good job.
Do I receive damage from the fall?
Us elves
no.
got it
If
right.
you had a 1, yeah. No. All right, anything else?
I have acrobatics, so I should keep that in mind. Okay, yeah.
All right.
I believe that's all I can do.
Yep, next is this creature.
Oh no.
Because I persuaded it that I was spin. Hey guys, I tried to you know.
This
It
creature
works.
stands over you, opens up its gashing mouth, and vomit and bile spill out and start covering you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. 19 plus 2.
Wow, motherfucker! So you're gonna take
And
that.
it counted.
Waiting for combat for your die.
As a bonus action, I did inspire.
You're gonna take 2 points of poison damage.
I think it's.
Next turn, you're gonna make another roll. It's not gonna have disadvantage.
Sometimes it's lower. I thought it was a D4 poison. Yeah, it is a D6.
This creature is going to step over, and you're going to get an opportunity to attack as it steps over you. It's badly injured, and it's going to go up the top of the stairs.
And it's only one of my weapons. It's not all 3.
Just 1.
Alright. And it's at a disadvantage, or?
This is disadvantage because you're still prone. Nope. This time you miss on your back. What's your bonus is what, 5 points?
Yeah. So I had 10.
Nah, you missed. It's getting closer to you, Mr. Conrad. Next up is Lily.
I'll do Sacred Flame. That's a dex saving throw.
Ma'am. And describe what Sacred Flame looks like.
It is hold my hands up, it's a beautiful ball of radiant light, so it's very shiny and bright.
And I rolled a 3.
So yeah, that's gonna be a hit. 4 points of radiant damage.
This creature is badly hurt. Next up is going to be Sheldon.
Sheldon's gonna take out.
Oh shit. Sheldon, what's your passive perception? Oh, I got it right here. Hold up. That is 12. And of course, Sheldon, as you're about to act, to your right, you see movement coming from that floor room.
Okay.
Put that in the doorway. The body that was once in there is now standing and slowly staggering outward into the main hall where you guys are at. So you have 2 things now.
All right. Okay, we got one.
Can you tell us that it's behind us?
There's one over here too. And then I shoot a firebolt at the one that's climbing up the stairs.
Okay.
14 hit.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Roll for damage.
1 point of fire damage.
Oh, so close. A little, not much, but it's badly injured.
Then yeah, I'll just deface it.
Oh, there's another one coming.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it, right?
Yep.
For you.
I'm gonna
Yes,
try
go
toss
for
it.
it.
Is left.
Now you gotta move
one of them,
closer.
and hope they have low.
Start walking down the stairs like a man
I imagine
obsessed.
they probably do because they're.
I wonder if you does not hit from the damage you did to its hand.
12.
Your blade misses
Probably
completely
not.
and hits the wall.
Wait, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There's another one by the way.
17. Sorry, this is 17.
Oh, that is a hit. And would you tell
I was
everybody?
inspired. Thank you.
Oh,
You're
That's it.
welcome.
So you were inspiring just him, or was my character inspired?
I only inspire one. I inspire just 2.
Conrad.
Cut off the fungus off his head.
The rest of you, yeah. Explain in detail how you take this creature out.
I got the height advantage, like Anakin and Obi,
You have the high ground.
and I chop the head off,
Yeah.
And the body collapses and rolls down the
and
stairs.
it lands on you, and you're like,
Did we
Next-
skip Kid's turn?
No, Kid.
No,
Supposed to be
next.
after me.
Kit.
Oh, what did you roll?
Oh my god, so
Yeah.
What number did you roll?
She
Why
rolled
do you
a
go
4.
again?
Oh, yeah, she's on the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, we both
So
rolled the
now
same
Kit.
thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, my
it's fine.
bad.
No, it's okay.
Oh, Sheldon and Conrad. Oh, that was my fuck up. Conrad, you did kill it, but it's your turn. And I'll give you two turns.
Yeah.
for a helmet action, waiting.
Yes. So, Kit, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot with my crossbow at the guy over there.
All right.
A little bit closer.
And that is feet. Go for it. bolt flies
It's
across
angry.
and impels right through the chest.
Plus your dex mod.
Three.
That's,
3 damage.
that's
Nice.
damage.
Hell yeah.
The bolt goes right through the
More like a
chest.
level 1. I don't know where 10s are coming from. Crazy.
Are you going to do any more movements
Crazy
and
night.
bonus actions that you may have?
I get to go again, right? You said I get to go 2 times?
Yes. Oh, that's right. My bad. So,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to shoot it again with my crossbow.
And
I got a 12.
that just misses. Sails right by it. You can move though, if you'd like to move somewhere. Position yourself.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Here.
We're gonna go to Fletcher now.
Okay, I'm gonna go. How is it? How far is it? Is it 30 feet? Or do we move slightly closer?
It's 10, 20. You can make it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
So you want me to move him closer?
No, I can make it.
Oh, you can make it.
Okay.
What does that do, please?
So a creature of my choice that I can see within the range perspective perceives everything as hilarious, funny, and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected. At the end of each
Composition.
turn, at the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it can make a wisdom saving throw and has advantage if it's triggered by damage. On a success, the spell ends.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
saving.
18 or 13? That is a 13 and wisdom. I get 14.
Barely makes it.
All right.
That was
would've been
one
nice.
away.
Anything
One
else?
away.
No movement, bonus actions.
I guess I will inspire. I'm gonna inspire the turtle, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Y'all think of your grandkids. You gotta get that coin. That's not
All right, Nina, you're up.
That's fine.
So you're prone. Now you stand up, but you're gonna have half the movement. So usually you move 30, so you're gonna move 15.
Alright, so I'm gonna stand up. And I'm gonna check to see if there's anybody else coming. Like, I'm just waiting to see if anybody else is coming.
You look down, you don't see anything moving.
I'll make my way up.
They're like a big square and a half.
There you go. You guys are right up there with Conrad. Anything else?
That new album bow I got.
No, I would save
Did they give it
that.
to you?
I would save that.
Yeah, she gave me a bow.
And you're gonna use the arrow
Oh yeah,
too?
that's
or-
true.
I'm gonna use my arrow.
Just a regular bow? Okay. You're gonna get a plus one
It
on your
does
attack
the
with that bow.
two
Okay, 'cause you're-
arrows of blindness.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the arrow.
Oh, and you miss.
11, 12.
Wait. Oh, no, you just miss it. It goes sailing past it
Good
to
thing
the
you didn't
bow.
use the blindness arrow.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
don't use that.
That's basically all I got, right?
Okay, yeah, that's it. You can move. You have any bonus actions or anything like that?
Well, I moved already. I don't know what bonus actions I have.
Yeah, it would say you'd have a spell that says it as a bonus action. So.
Not yet, not at level 1. I don't think yet.
All right. So next up is this creature. It's going. Who's on the front? Sheldon.
That's me, yeah. Come hit me.
Out of its chest shoots all these thorns, and they go flying into your direction.
You go at
Creatures.
Fucking of course.
You're first.
What's your AC?
18.
And I rolled a 2. So
Yeah, the shield pops
you
off
turn,
the
the
back.
shield pops off and blocks all the thorns. And this creature moves closer towards you. So can you put it right in front of you, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it goes to Lily.
You skipped me.
I did well. You went twice actually. Oh no, you had. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
You had the reaction.
Just wait.
I fucked this up, guys. I'm sorry. But go ahead.
Good.
I got it.
Good.
Go ahead.
I want my money back.
Lily, you're next.
30. Hand axe. Gonna launch it.
Gotta maintain that rage.
Gotta kill him.
Nice.
11.
That is a miss completely with the axe. Right in your back.
Yeah,
All right.
it's fine. The shield catches.
Lily.
I will light my hands with radiant energy and request the next saving throw.
3.
Nice.
That's a fail.
Take the spat 106 damage.
6 damages.
Holy shit! This creature is bloodied as you hurt it pretty bad.
Everyone's feeling okay?
Yep.
All right.
I feel great.
We'll all 5 HP.
I have Sheldon is next.
Actually,
Alright, Sheldon. I can't firebolt it. I'll
you do have inspiration, so.
Nice. I will cast Mind Sliver on it. It's intelligence saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
It's a
300 years.
shard of psychic energy.
300 years of pain.
10.
Aha! Take 6 points of psychic damage.
This creature is not in good shape as pieces of the bark and leaves and foliage all start falling to the ground. I have Kit is next.
Okay.
Looks like it used to be a female.
It does.
Oh, it does. Good call.
I'm gonna move closer and use my warhammer.
Popping out.
So you can move up right up on it.
Yeah.
Each box is about 8 feet, so yeah.
Yeah. And
Bring the hammer down.
Yeah.
I got 3. 5.
What about any of your bonus points or modifiers? Or...
Oh, you rolled a 3.
Well, yeah, I rolled a natural
Yeah.
3, so plus 2,
Eight
so
to
that's
hit.
5.
Yeah, it's a complete miss with its.
It'll be +3 +2.
Plus
Because
3.
it's a strength.
Warhammer.
Warhammer's a strength weapon. Then you're proficient in it, so
Yeah.
it should be +5. But yeah, it'll still
Okay.
miss.
But yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a complete miss.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you can do? You can move. If you do, he'll get an opportunity attack.
Can you shove
She'll
him?
get an opportunity attack.
Give him a good old.
Can you shove it?
You already used
Can
your
I
bonus
shove
action.
it?
No, it's a.
No.
That would be an
No, I
attack.
guess not.
All right.
Okay.
I'm glad you're close. At least
Can
gives
I
me a
wait?
chance.
Can I still move at all? Or
You can move
I-
away, but it
can
gets
I
an
move?
opportunity attack.
Well, can I? I have the defense thing. Can I move away like?
What defense thing is that?
It just gives you a flat +1 to your AC.
I'm fine.
So when
no,
you, if you're close to a creature and you
You're
back
okay.
away,
I thought it was, trying to
Not gonna
like.
die.
If you don't kill it, I'll kill a fish.
Conrad, you're up.
You have a very high AC for a
fine.
level 1 character.
8, 16. Get almost there.
Right, you're right there. And nothing else. Okay. And next we have Fletcher.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Here I
Make a
go.
wisdom saving throw.
Take a -D4 from my Mind Sliver.
These are such beautiful dice. I rolled a 6. These are such beautiful dice.
You don't
I'm
need
gonna
it.
look.
You don't need it. He doesn't need it. He rolled a 6. Oh, that's a
I'm
pretty
gonna look.
die, yeah.
I'm gonna look straight in the eyes. And look at
And how much damage do I take?
Well, I was gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
Yep, I'm gonna Vicious Mockery at 4
Nice.
points of damage. Psychic damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna be
What are you gonna call it?
Next attack.
say. I'm gonna say. Man, nobody wants to bark up your tree anymore because you're so ugly. That's how I Vicious Mockery. Oh.
We didn't like that at all. Nina.
It has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. So the next attack roll it makes has disadvantage.
Can I safely shoot? Because I don't
Yes,
trust
but
my
if you roll
dice.
a 1, you're probably gonna hit one of the other players.
I have faith in you. No, I have faith in you.
Roll that dice.
Alright. Gonna roll, so I have a +6 total, right? Is the Ellen bow?
Yes, +1. Yeah, on top of whatever else.
Is it gonna blind the rest of us?
No,
No,
he's
it's not.
using
It's
the
not the
blind.
elf.
Oh man,
What
it
is that,
sucks, dude.
2?
Arrows, shoo, almost got a 1. It flies by and it misses and goes sailing and gets impaled into a wall. You hear the.
Bless those dice.
Give it a
Anything
better
else,
shake.
Nina.
I'm moving into the foray. So I got 35 foot movement. It's 24 right about here. And okay.
All right. It's the creature's turn.
You don't want it.
And
It gets a disadvantage on its attack roll.
Oh, I'm supposed to do a save from cube.
oh, that's right. My bad. Well, disadvantage. You don't need to do it. It's good if I've got a 2. You're gonna get a 20 and 2. That would be Kit right next to this creature.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
me.
Okay. It raises both its giant arms with the bark and goes slashing at you with 2 attacks.
The first attack is
With
disadvantage.
disadvantage on the first one.
Yeah, 20. You stopped your crit. Good job.
My pretty dice, and that's what happened. Yeah, so that was my first roll.
Do it again.
A 3.
Yay.
You're welcome.
It misses with the first attack. Second one.
You're welcome.
19. Fuck me. Watch this.
You don't have to
No,
Yeah, you only get disadvantage on the first
The
one.
Oh, that's right, my bad. Okay, so the second one hits you with 19.
Ooh.
Damn. That's just your AC, right?
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams its wooden arm against your
You
face.
got a shield in the fence.
Was the first one a nat 20?
So you just subtract 4 points from your health.
Okay.
This creature is going to move forward towards Sheldon to face you. You get an opportunity attack, Kit, as it moves away from you towards Sheldon.
Okay, so do I need to roll?
Yes, an attack. If you want to attack,
Yeah, I'm gonna use my
Just
warhammer.
yeah.
attack.
17.
that is a hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
10.
is it 10?
Yeah.
10.
Plus your
10
strength.
points of damage?
Plus
yeah,
your strength.
Plus
13?
my strength, which, yeah, 14.
14.
Slay the monster.
Everything sort of slows down in this loft area as you see Kit raising this warhammer and explain to us how you dispatch this creature.
I smash it in the chest and it falls to the ground.
And shatters, and all these pieces of decayed bones and flowers. The area gets lifted up with dead leaves, and it slowly settles. And everything settles almost movie-like as you see the fighter with the warhammer standing, breathing heavy, looking at all of you like a sick fighter. It has been destroyed.
I
Yes.
sketched the image.
Yeah.
So
Okay, guys.
now it is quiet.
Mine. Now that we've handled this situation.
I checked the thing's hand, the feminine looking one's hand.
You look, and because the hit was so powerful, a lot of the bark fell off, and you find a very similar platinum ring that Astra has, a snowdrop blossom. You can make a Arcana check, please.
Alright, that's plus 5. 23.
Ooh. Now, mind you, this is the creature you killed, so you might want to share the spoils, but that's up to you. This is actually based on your magic studies. This is called a Ring of Minor Evasion. So, you can only use it once a day. If you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing this ring, you get to re-roll it as a reaction to try to succeed.
It's a mulligan.
It's a mulligan, basically. Yeah.
You killed it.
Yay! Yeah, I want it.
Alright.
Does it look like the ring?
Don't let Astra see you, because it's pretty obviously
Yes.
Astra's.
Guys, yeah, I was about
the
to say.
fair ring.
That's yeah.
It's okay. I mean, actually, she's blind, so she won't see you.
She's blind.
So, well, wasn't she blind?
Astra looked like her eyes were cloudy and
Yeah.
blood.
It's
Or cataracts. It'd be hard for her to see.
Yeah, it's called the Ring of Minor Evasion. You could use it one
I
time a
think we
day.
take a long rest. Hey, how about
Astra was her kid.
we should
Doesn't
well,
matter.
we
There's
don't
a
know.
dexterity saving throw, which is going to be
We don't
huge
know.
towards the end of the game.
Okay.
If
'Cause there
you
was
fail
no-
it, you get to reroll.
There's no mention of Astria in the journal that I read. There was literally only a carving on the wall that said Astria, and that's
So
the
there
only
was a kid
mention
named
of it.
Astria 40 years ago.
But we don't know if
There's no way that this old lady.
You can make an intelligence
Last of
roll.
Us, maybe.
Hold up.
can I see what the age of
An
that
intelligence roll
body
with
is?
advantage. And you need a 12 or higher.
I need a
2 dice, 2 20-sided dice. 2. Thank you.
20.
Beautifully painted.
Thank you.
17.
You realize that actually was the mayor in the town, and this creature was her child, Astra, that was left behind.
Right.
Okay.
Yay.
Very good.
Well, at least we have an answer for her when we go back.
At this juncture, the house has been cleared. You guys found what you needed from this house. As a party, what would you like to do?
Burn it to the ground.
That is some sad.
Burn
No.
the whole city down.
I mean, maybe after, like, yeah.
I say we take a long rest, and we feel.
Where?
We're not
This is
sleeping
not-
here
not
for 8
here.
hours.
No, not in the house.
Here.
Not in the
While
house.
it's on fire, right? You can play your little. Everyone's outside watching. Good music.
So the
I'd like to
second
set it
body
on
was also
fire.
female, though, right?
Yes.
So it wasn't his brother.
It was Astria. It was actually he said.
But there were two bodies.
There were two
There were
bodies.
There were two. Oh.
So they're both female. So it's not his brother.
Wait, who was the other one?
Yeah.
Was it Lord?
We don't
Lord, yeah. Who knows?
It was not the mayor.
Okay.
I'd like to set it on fire, just not until we
Are
search
finished?
the mine. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea.
But I mean, I'm okay with setting things on fire right now.
Okay.
If we
So are we all heading to the mine, I take it?
Yeah, but can we like longer? I think we should long rest because I think we should get our spell slots back in half time.
There's too much creepiness going
8
on.
hours.
Yeah, that's
We're not gonna be
true.
able
Yeah,
to.
that's true.
Your DM doesn't allow that.
That's right. Well, I'll figure something out. A cougar or a cat or
Some
something will
shit's
come out.
gonna happen.
All right. So
That stack's gonna come.
this is where we are right now. It's the final act. Now it's almost 9 o'clock. It's the quartil. The final act will probably take about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I don't know what their schedule is for you guys for this evening. If we cannot agree to stay later, because it is kind of late, we can make plans to meet up again to do the final act, because it's actually kind of huge, which is the mine. So,
Better late than pregnant.
I can't stay that late because I do have to work really early
So-
tomorrow.
agreed?
I'm fine with picking another day.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I want to definitely finish the game.
And now you're not rushed.
Yeah.
You're like 6:30. You can like if it was tomorrow, you could do 6:30.
Let me see how much.
It's just killer.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Would
do
you be
6:30.
available?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Some days?
I can be, you guys tell me what days, and then I could get my calendar out right now. We can schedule the date
Tomorrow,
for a second.
6:30. Also fresh.
Tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow?
Thursday.
Thursday.
I think I'm. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I should have time because I have classes to do tomorrow, so I should be done by then, and I'm probably gonna have some. Yeah, I'll be good. I'm good.
Is the turtle available?
Yeah.
Mike, you're not available tomorrow, right? Oh, you are? What about you,
Yeah, it should be good.
young lady?
Yeah.
Now let the Stan Smith work
Yeah.
with my calendar.
Yeah.
No,
He's old.
Come on, DM.
You can zoom in.
Yeah, let me get my reading glasses.
You can zoom in.
I am good tomorrow night. So
nice.
Okay,
let's
do
start
it.
at tomorrow at, let's say, 5 or 6, which is best for you
I
guys.
can do. I can probably get there by 6.
Let's do 6 o'clock.
Okay.
6 o'clock? Everybody good for 6?
This should be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Might be a little
I
late.
might be a little late, but I'll try to get there.
We'll bring you along.
Yeah. Just if I get here late, start without me, that's fine.
You
Okay.
lead the way and open all the things.
Yes, you will.
6 o'clock. Let's put it on our calendars. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, thank you. You want to see what happens next? I promise you, the next fucking act is sick. The Platinum Mines. So we'll be here tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and you'll see what happens with this group.
I'm gonna fall down a mine shaft.
Thank you for watching. Walter, thank you for taking care of the shit behind us. And we'll see you guys tomorrow if you log on.
Listen, my character pretends to have dark vision. You get to deal with that.